Hey everyone, your favorite Beetle here again. Today we are on episode 2 of Elder Scrolls and we're gonna do Khenarthi's Roost today. We're gonna start it. Last when we left off we did the tutorial just to get back into the swing of things, and here we go. Let's start with this. So, first quest as we walked up where we landed through the portal is Razandar. It's here.
Welcome to Khenarthi's Roost, friend. The hurricane must have been very disorienting. So many injured, confused. Keep your voice down. Try not to draw attention.
What are you talking about?
Razumdar is here on a mission of some delicacy. You are just what the Bandari ordered. Between your hands and Raz's good looks, we are certain to see this through.
What kind of help do you need?
First, a question. Where did you come from?
Well, obviously I'm gonna lie. I'm not gonna tell him, I've been teleported to a different place and I fought a Deirdric, and I'm the chosen one, I believe? No. I'm a Dominion soldier who has survived this shipwreck.
Yes, lie with confidence. A straight face and a gleam in your eye. Well done. It is very good right now to fit in. Your sudden arrival, it does not fit in, you understand?
Why should I trust you?
You should not. You should trust your instincts. Leave if you wish. No one will stop you. Or, come with Raz and do what you can to help us recover. In the process, grow your stature and wealth. It is entirely up to you.
I can go for gold. Why are you helping me?
Because you are no soldier, which is useful. You can speak with the locals, assure them we are not invaders or marauders. Now come, let us try to fit in.
Very well.
This is never going to end, is it?
Commander Karen, the moment? This recruit survived the shipwreck without injuries. You mentioned something about the shattered shoals, yes?
Glad you're up and about, recruit. I'm in need of a scout to head to Shattered Shoals. Most of our fleet foundered to the west, but we've had few survivors trickle in from that direction.
What do you need exactly?
We captured a sea viper spying on the camp. Those pirates never travel alone. Find out if they're around Shattered Shoals, and if so, what they're doing on this island. Of course, you should assist any shipwreck survivors you find. We must each do our part.
I'll do what I can.
Before you head to Shattered Shoals, speak with Eelsil. He just returned from exploring a nearby temple. That wizard claims to know something about everything, so he may have insight on how these sea vipers operate.
Interesting.
Ilsil is this way.
Wait first, Razumatazi. Yes, perfect number.
Ilsil, this recruit wishes to speak with you.
What the hell? Interesting.
Marvelous, isn't it? We'll have to construct a special room for the Morning Stone when we bring it back to the Mages Guild. I'm sorry, did you need something?
Commander Kurineth said you returned from a nearby temple.
Yes. The Temple of the Morning Springs is an old Khajiit ruin not far from here. We excavated the Morning Stone from one of the chambers. As you can see, its supply of water appears endless.
Did you encounter any sea vipers?
What do you mean? Pirates? In an ancient Khajiit temple? Preposterous! All we saw were the undead warriors that overran our camp.
Why were you attacked by the undead?
I have no idea. Actually, I have 12 ideas, but they're far less fascinating than the Morning Stone. Probably some sort of ancient curse. It usually is with these things.
So what can you tell me about the sea vipers?
Arrogant sea elf pirates. To my recollection, they aren't known to raid Khenarthi's Roost. Oh, and they have a thing for snakes. But I'm sure we both have more important matters to attend. If you'd excuse me?
We should
Goodbye.
speak privately. Before you depart, let's meet by the statues north of camp. There, you see? You fit in and no one will stop you from walking away.
I'm listening.
Ilsil is most impressed with his newest bauble. But the undead are a threat to all of Khenarthi's Roost. If you want to, you could search the Temple of the Morning Springs, determine how to contain the dead there. Then the locals should see we came here as allies, not conquerors.
All right. Anything else?
Karanet told you how the hurricane dashed the fleet into Khenarthi's Roost. Now the sea vipers are picking at the bones of our ships. Strange, yes? You could scout the coast, as the commander said. Prove yourself to the soldiers.
Where are you headed?
Oh, there's far less glamorous work to be done in Mistral, at the northern end of the island. Let's meet up there, after you've done what you decide to do. Until then, bright moons guide your steps.
Okay, goodbye. So is it just me, or did the audio actually... got softer? Let's try that maybe. Let's see how that goes. Perfect. Okay, so we actually have a couple of quests. Two places we need to go. We need to investigate the Temple of the Morning Springs and investigate the Shattered Shoals. Which one's closer? Shattered Shoals it is. So the idea is to maybe kill quite a lot of things while we're out. The real fun actually starts with level 10. So let's slowly make our way up there, collecting materials. I'm not going to bother with just for the lightning stock flat. Just the simple fact that we do not have the what is that? Somerset DLC. So no jewelry making, unfortunately, unless you have the skill. And there was a free the ESO Plus for a week or something, and I actually got the jewelry making skill with one of the other characters. So if there's really something you need or want, you can always just hop on there and then
Halt! Come no closer!
Ring of the Trainee. Health recovery increase. Sure, let's use that. And we'll use that. I think that looks good. Use head bolt. Roasty lady.
Stop. Stay back. Heed my words. You endanger more than your life should you approach.
What are you?
A fool who paid the ultimate price for ambition. But I would see none fall as I did. You must leave. The book before you is cursed, as are its two siblings. Can't you hear it call to you?
No, I only hear you.
Then perhaps you're strong enough to resist their call. If you find them and bring them to the shrine, you might finish what I could not. Please, I beseech you. The books are a darkness that must be erased from the world.
Tell me what I will need to do.
The curse upon each tome is designed to feed souls to oblivion. But if you are able to resist their pull, you can collect the tomes and bring them to the shrine for their destruction.
Where is the shrine?
On the shores of Khenarthi's Roost, beyond the town of Mistral. It is lit by an ever-burning flame. Should you collect all the tomes, bring them to the shrine without delay. No matter how strong you believe you are, I fear the tomes are stronger.
Okay. Goodbye.
Harder than expected. Let's see if it was worth it. Now you die. Not now, not ever.
Interesting. There. Come on. I don't want to go into too much medium, but we will need to do that for the beginning. First pick. Okay, these trainee things are quite nice. They actually help you with your experience. So we will wear them from now, I do believe. I'm just searching everywhere to see if we can get some more sky shots. Nothing we can get. How's that engine? Let's see if we can get something.
Don't believe her lies.
Can any of you hear me? Where are you? You there? Have you seen my squad?
I don't know what you mean.
We were all on a little Alkosh, part of the Dominion fleet sailing for Khenarthi's Roost. Then a hurricane blew up out of nowhere. Sails tore, hulls cracked, and we were thrown into the ocean. I ended up here. I can't find the rest of my squad.
Did they survive the hurricane?
I thought I heard one of them calling out, but the ocean twists up sounds. If they're wounded or pinned down, could you keep an eye out for my soldiers? They answer to Edalus, Onglon, and Nistel. 2 of us can cover more ground.
Well, I need to help find them, so...
I'm sure my squad made it to shore alive. Dominion Marines constantly defy the sea's attempts to drown us. The hurricanes, they're another matter. I fear my squad is banged up worse than I am.
What can I do about their wounds?
Our ship's hold was packed full of an old Bosmer healing remedy. The labels say torchbug treacle, but Marines call it glow juice. The wreck scattered bottles across the beach must be what brought out the aelids.
Aelids? What do you mean?
Squat creatures made of teeth, claws, and endless hunger. I've heard their cries up and down the beach since I came to. Their sweet tooth is bigger than their walnut brains. I saw one of the stupid things swallow a whole bottle of glow juice.
If I see any, I'll bring torchbug treacle to your squad. Or glow juice.
Good luck. Do me a favor. If you find them before I do, tell them the ocean hasn't killed me yet.
Strange. Most of them are high elves, so... Right thing here.
Who are you? Were you part of the fleet?
Sergeant Furion sent me to find you.
Alive? Good. That's good. Wave smashed me against the ship. Cracked a few ribs. Not the best feeling.
Sergeant Furion said this torchbug treacle will help. Glow juice.
Tastes like sandals boiled in mint perfume. But if it knits my ribs, I'll drink the whole bottle.
I'll look for the rest of your squad.
Good. I'll find Sergeant Furion. Go. Get them back safe.
Okay.
I lost a lot of friends in that storm. Give me some good news.
Sergeant Furion sent me to find you.
I saw her swept overboard in that damn storm. Held on to the rigging long as I could, but it tore the skin off my palms. If I can't hold a weapon, I'm useless to my squad. Do you have any bandages? I lost my kit to the sea.
This glow juice might help.
Blow juice? Used to think this stuff was only good for practical jokes on snowy days. Once I can heft Spleen Shanker, I'll push through the beach and find Sergeant Furion. How about you?
I told Sergeant Furion I'll find the rest of your squad.
Hope they appreciate their good fortune when you find them. I can get inland after I rest. Fight with purpose.
That looks so... Goodbye.
Bless Ifra. I'm glad you came by. Have you seen any other Marines along the beach?
Sergeant Furion sent me to find you.
She's alive. I suppose that's some luck amidst all this wreckage. Can't say the same for my leg. If I don't put too much weight on it, I can manage a good hobble.
Sergeant Furion said the glow juice would help.
Glow juice? By the gods, it just might. Soon as I can stand on my own, I'll head inland.
Well, I found everyone in your squad, but I found everyone in your squad.
Lieutenant Gellin dragged me out of the water. He'll want to know Sergeant Furion and the rest of the squad are all right. I think he said something about looking for shelter in a nearby cave, but I was still coughing up sand.
Okay. Sorry to hear that, but goodbye. I bet you there's a sky shore. There must be. This needs to improve. Don't have anything there. This could be nice. Regimency we can always do later. Let's get these and work our way down. Sure, this is difficult. Okay. Okay, so we're still busy with those that has been tasked with. Let's finish that one. Tied to a bloodstained post is the body of a wood elf marine. He appears to have died recently. Let's examine the corpse. The armor bears the insignia of an Altmeria Dominion Marine lieutenant. His corpse is soaked in blood as if it from many shallow cuts. Greenish foam mingles with the smeared blood. The cuts on the lieutenant's body form strange but repetitive patterns. His blood was smeared across the uncut portion of skin to create wave-like symbols. The exact cause of his death is unclear. There was a giant snake. Okay, so we like the trainee stuff for now. Okay, so do you think that the big snake is the source of all of that?
Turns out my squad were the ones who found me. Ever consider a career as a Dominion Marine? You'd make quite a scout. My squad said you were looking for Lieutenant Gellin. Have you found him?
I found his body in the cave. Someone killed him.
What do you mean?
It looked like he was killed in some kind of ritual.
First, a hurricane blows out of nowhere and destroys our fleet. Then, an able-bodied Dominion Marine is captured and tortured to death? What else was in that cave?
Lots of bones, candles, and snakes. And a wooden post.
Some kind of sacrifice? This is too big for my squad to handle. We need reinforcements. Nistel spotted a beached ship nearby. It looks intact, and she spotted Dominion sailors aboard.
What are you going to do?
We need to combine our forces and find who murdered Lieutenant Gellin. My squad and I need to pull his body out of that damn cave. Would you warn the sailors on that beached ship? They need to know it's not safe to wander around. Wait, take this. I found some glow juice while I was looking for my squad, but they're on the mend. You'll get used to the taste. We'll be along shortly. Watch yourself.
Thank you. Interesting. Okay, let's go warn the others.
We'll finish repairs by high tide. We've got to.
You want a slick-arsed sea viper or a cabbage-mouthed castaway? State your business with the crew of the Prowler.
A Dominion Marine was killed in a nearby cave.
The hurricane killed hundreds of Marines. Why does it matter if one of them died in the cave?
He was murdered in some kind of ritual. His squad needs reinforcements.
Oh. Well, the Prowler is like a hen in a wolf den until she's seaworthy again. Maybe your Marines can prove they're more than two-legged cargo in shiny armor. If they pitch in, I'll consider reinforcements. They up for it? Or are they all talk?
I'm sure they'll help where they can.
And I'm sure they'll be as useful as they were in the hurricane. Should they care to prove otherwise, they're welcome to do actual work patching leaks in the Prowler's hold. Maybe they can locate a replacement helmsman's wheel in all this wreckage.
I'll see if they can find the helmsman's wheel and patch the ship.
Oh, and our sunsighter. It must have fallen overboard when we beached. Our lookout saw those skink-fingered pirates make off with it. You'll have to get the sunsighter back, any way you can.
I have a few questions.
Sure. Talking's easier than working. Well, ask.
He has a point. Who are the Sea Vipers?
Barnacles on the arse. They're all sea elves. Malmer, they call themselves. Nothing more than pirates, if you ask me. Some say they have a connection to the water itself, but it's a lie. Anyone can learn weather magic like they do.
What's a Sunsighter?
Captain Jimala uses it to navigate. I could tell you how the sun and stars show the ship's exact position, but none of it matters while it's in the Sea Viper's hands.
Tell me about the Prowler.
The pride of the long coast. We'll sail for the Dominion as long as they pay us to raid enemy shipping.
Are you pirates?
Joan and Jode, don't let the captain hear you say that. Pirates steal and pillage for themselves. We're privateers, so we do it for whoever pays us. A crucial distinction.
Obviously. Money talks. Of course they are. Who's in charge of the Prowler?
Captain Jimala took over the Prowler a few years ago. She's smart, cunning, and deadly dangerous when provoked. She's also luckier than anyone I served. Every ship in the fleet smashed to flinders on Khenarthi's Roost. Every ship but the Prowler.
Interesting. Okay, so let's see what we need to do. Let's patch some leaks.
These aren't Dominion sailors. They're privateers. Just our luck.
Quartermaster Oblon promised reinforcements when the Prowler is repaired.
We'll show that old sea cat what Dominion Marines can do.
The Prowler needs a replacement helm's wheel.
Edalus is the best scrounger in the regiment. If you want, I can send him out to look for a helmsman's wheel.
Alright, send him.
He's on his way. Anything else we can do?
The Sea Viper stole the Prowler's Sunsighter.
Onglon is our best tracker. He can recover the Sunsighter in no time.
Sure, send Onglong to receive the Sunsighter.
I almost pity the Sea Viper who's holding on to the Sunsighter. Onglon will recover it soon enough. What else needs doing?
There's nothing else.
Then it's time for that mangy privateer to make good on his promise. Maybe you should do the talking. I'll just rub it in.
That was easy.
That was fast. All right. There's room on the Prowler for your Marine friends, as long as they work for their meals.
You promised reinforcements.
I said I'd consider it. Captain Jimala is the only one who can make that call.
Then what does your captain say?
Something you'll want to hear. You just made the Prowler seaworthy, and Captain Jimala always pays her debts. Go talk to her. She only bites if you give her good reason.
Okay, goodbye.
Due to your efforts, the Prowler is free to sail once the tide comes in. Those Marines did their part as well. I have no reinforcements, but I offer something better. I know who's killing the Dominion soldiers, and I know how to stop it.
What do you mean?
Our lookout watched the Sea Vipers drag a Dominion Marine into a cave. Later, he saw your friends remove the Marine's body. If we weren't so short-handed, I'd have ordered his rescue. But 3 of my own crew were missing.
What happened to your crew?
Before we understood the danger, I sent my crew to scavenge among the shoals so we might repair the Prowler. We thought they disappeared, but one just returned, and she tells a harrowing tale.
What happened to her?
The Sea Vipers happened. Now there's a new storm brewing, and I fear they're the cause of it. Mustangui recovers below. Hear what she has to say for yourself.
So I reckon they are sacrificing her. So that stormy thing.
The sea vipers are insane! They're trying to create another hurricane!
Another hurricane? What do you mean?
Sir Verkvild and I were scavenging for a replacement helmsman's wheel when the sea vipers ambushed us. They brought us to the island with the beached Dominion flagship. They'd done things there. Terrible things.
What have the sea vipers done?
Those filthy Maormer dragged my mates up and tied them to these serpent-shaped statues. Then they started chanting, and lightning surrounded them. That's when the storm began to form around the island.
The sea vipers created the storm?
Yes, I'm sure of it. It was a terrible sight. The sea vipers were so caught up in the ritual, I slipped free. I tried to grab Sir, but the lightning held him fast. Then one of the sea vipers yanked at him. I saw the Maormer's wrist glow.
Why would the sea vipers' wrists glow?
The Maormer wore lodestones on their wrists. It let them ignore those lightning bombs, but I couldn't find any more, so I jumped off the ship and swam for it. Please, don't let them sacrifice my crewmates.
Interesting. Search. Okay. Let's make way. Okay, so okay, so do we want many powers of oblivion? So that is 125 side, 795 shock damage. Once summoned, you can activate a special ability. Dealing shock damage every 2 seconds or 10 seconds. The final pulse will start with 3 seconds. So that's basically just a bit stronger. So 3, 4, 5. The basic inside. So what's the what is this one? Once summoned, activate the weapon function ability. Let's think about this. Do you want a shocky boy or a healy boy?
vipers are insane! They won't kill me today!
Storm is gone. Creepy, but we got this. I think we should quickly return to the merchants. Just start selling stuff. So what do we have? Stamina? No. Arms junk. Okay, so we want anything to do with training. Max magic. Trading at this stage for now gives those nice little passive XP. 8%. That's quite a lot. We can do a dagger as well, but that's a bit useless. And we have a maul as well, so does a bit more damage, but I think we can manage. Can scrap. palladium, we can always buy these things. So I'm not too attached to them. Lost it and just making some space.
Sur and Verkvild returned just after the skies cleared up. They're a bit damp, but otherwise all right. My lookout says I have you to thank.
Obviously. Yes, I stopped the ritual and freed the crewmen.
Then we'll finish repairs and shove off at high tide. Oh, your marine friends fended off sea vipers while you rescued my crew. They're welcome aboard, as long as they want. Perhaps we'll see you at Mistral. You'll always have a place on the Prowler.
Thank you. I guess. Okay, so we have things here. Let's try making our way up. Merchant. Merchant there somewhere? Question mark? But yes, after this, we'll call this an episode. Go from there. Let's quickly discover this place.
Blow the wind from his lungs.
Nice track, yeah? We won't be completing the game within 20 episodes, but
Smooth, arcing motions. Let your tide roll in.
let's have a look. This needs to level up quite a bit. Let's get a tri-focus. Level that up.
Waning gibbous.
Not necessary for now. Crystal shards.
Your enemy falls.
As the moons move below the
Do that as
horizon,
well.
so must you follow through.
Let's put that
Knock the light from his eyes.
there. Storm Cooling, Mage's Fury.
Full moon sets.
So much to do, so little time.
Okay, so the first one. Hey, look it. treasure maps is a whole different story. Trainee. Ideally I would like light, so let's take that one. Let's destroy. This is a bit stronger. Let's use that one. That's nice if we want to do some level up, but for now it's just going to be a waste. And never be used. The kit. It's a kit with stripes. Okay, first we need to do that quest. But let's get to a merchant, which I do believe is just up here. Sell some stuff.
Wish they'd just leave us alone.
Okay, there is a bag merchant here, so we can actually try
weapons, freshly imported.
What I wanted, but okay. That's yes. Okay, that's everything there. We have some healing rings. We'll have a look now. Beetle's goods. Beverages. Okay, let's sell all of those along with the potion stuff. Pupes of dust. Scraps, yes. Craft food. Furniture, no. Rough maple, okay. Beverages and beverages. I think that should be it.
Those are Dominion markings on the hilt.
Interesting. We can sell that. That's not going to be necessary quite yet. I think that will do.
This temple is a holy place. Leave off worldly things.
Okay, so we have a training ring that helps nothing. Okay, perfect. So max health and max health. Our health recovery is still quite low, so we need to work on that a bit.
Weapons, freshly.
And that will be it. So we did quite a couple of quests. We finished, if you have a look here, one main quest and a couple of interesting points in other quests. There's one more way shy on this island, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's here. Maybe we should
You
quickly make
disrupt
our
the visions
way
of the
over
oracles.
there.
Begone!
get to all these goodies, and then we can maybe start looking at talking to a banker and do they have a backpack? A back merchant. Okay, so that we can actually start to upgrade our pack. Having 60 spaces is not enough. So let's quickly make our way up there. Before we end this episode, if we see a sky shard, yes, we'll ignore the missions for now.
Knowledge is power.
At last. This book had best be worth the price. What? What is that? Wait! I only wanted to make something beautiful.
Shame you can't kill these sheep. It does count as a bounty on your head, or stealing or something like that.
You're here. Good, good.
Raz, we'll talk to you later. So, where's the bank?
I see that.
Not what I want.
I've never had such a
You've come seeking power.
Where's the back merchant? Where's the back merchant? Is here? Am I blind? Question mark?
I see that.
So where are we going?
I'm thirsty. Let's find the inn.
We can't. They kicked us out, remember?
No. When?
Ha! Of course you don't remember. You're on your 6th flagon of plum brandy.
Okay, let's get this way shine. Okay, then I think that's for this episode. We'll go through
Come
it
and
a
see
bit later.
from the distant shores
But-
of Glenumbra.
Okay,
A
so we did a
real,
couple of quests. We saw
live
another couple of
dog.
quests on the way. Raz is also.
Do not worry. It is safely
Mistral.
caged.
So we'll tackle this on another time. We have a couple of sets that we use for training.
The
just to
Harav would
have
not
that
let it
extra
tear the flesh
boost,
from your
'cause
bones.
we're not lacking in magicka or anything like that at this moment. So
Marvel
the
at its
small little
slavering
bosses
maw.
or the little foes on the way are quite easy to do, so no worries there.
Be
and
disgusted by its cold,
the
oozing
ability bar
nose.
is not where I want it to be. We still want, for instance,
In Daggerfall,
Packs of these horrible monsters
Winged
roam the
Twilight
streets at night
as
and
another
prey upon the
companion,
unwary.
and then all of these little things.
My own
then
father,
maybe
divine
the
save his
Storm
soul,
could
was
come
torn
up
to
as
pieces
the
by just
main
such a
ability.
pack.
But we'll have a look at there. Or maybe something in
Can
the
you not
construction
feel
staff.
the hatred that
Upgrade this
burns
weapon
within
to
its
something
belly?
else.
Bars
But
barely
thank you
contain
for
its
joining me.
hunger.
And then I hope I see you next time. Have a great one.